We now learn about multiples of whole numbers, and in particular, we're going to see how to find them. So let's go right ahead and look at a couple of examples. Let's say we need to find the multiples of 3. Well, the good news is, so long as we know how to multiply, we know how to find the multiples of any whole number. Now, the trick is to work our way through all the whole numbers and multiply them by 3. Here's what I mean. The first whole number is 1. So I write 1 and I multiply that by 3, which is equal to 3, and that's the first multiple of 3. The second whole number is 2, and 2 times 3 is equal to 6, which is the second multiple of 3. Carrying on this way, we find 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. That's the third multiple of 3. 4 times 3, which is equal to 12. That's the fourth multiple of 3. 5 times 3, which is equal to 15. That's the fifth multiple of 3. And so on and so forth. We could carry on this way forever. Now, we tend to write the multiples of a whole number as a list. So for the multiples of 3, we would write 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on and so forth. Now, I will point out that these 3 dots are important. They indicate that this list goes on forever. It has no end. Now, let's say we were asked to find the 7th multiple of 3. Well, to find the 7th multiple of 3, we would simply need to multiply 3 by 7. That's 7 times 3, which is equal to 21. And so 21 is the 7th multiple of 3. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have to find the multiples of 5. So I'll just write that, multiples of 5. And the good news is, the method doesn't change. We do exactly the same thing again, but instead of 3, we're going to work with 5. So let's go ahead. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. That's the first multiple of 5. 2 times 5 is 10. That's the second multiple of 5. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. That's the third multiple of 5. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. That's the fourth multiple of 5. 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Fifth multiple of 5, and so on and so forth. Now, it doesn't take us long before we no longer need to actually write 1 times 5, 2 times 5, 3 times 5, etc. We'll quickly be able to just make the list of multiples without doing this. So in the case of 5, that list of multiples would be written as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on and so forth. And once more, let's say we need to find a specific multiple of 5. For instance, we may be asked to find the 12th multiple of 5. Well, all we would need to do is multiply 5 by 12. That's 12 times 5, which is equal to 60. And 60, therefore, is the 12th multiple of 5. And there we have it. That's how we find multiples of whole numbers. What we've just seen here will work for any whole number. I really hope that helps.